to do. We had Lacey Evans take on Dana Brooke, which was just fucking random as hell. Nothing against Dana Brooke being on Raw, but it was just a random opponent for Lacey Evans. They're still playing up the feud between her and Natalya for whatever damn reason. Your thoughts on this match, Dave?
You know what? Lacey Evans did some really cool spots. I was really impressed with her because I'm not impressed with Dana Brooke, obviously, but Lacey Evans out there doing some sweet moves out there. I was like, wow. I mean, she's kind of. I don't want to compare her to Naomi, but man, she got some athleticism out there with these
Oh
moves
yeah, she
she's
has
just off.
athleticism, no doubt, but it just
I mean, not like Naomi,
she
but
just
yeah,
can't really. Sometimes her ring direction is just fucking awful.
yeah. But tonight she looked good. Or last night she looked good out there, and that little
Yeah,
springboard
Lacey's
thing.
trying to take Dana's head off. Yeah, that one was pretty brutal. I like the move though. The move looked
Yeah,
pretty damn sweet. Agree or disagree, Tony? Back in the '90s Attitude Era, Austin Rock and Triple H would be tearing each other apart in off the cuff promos because they wanted to be the top guys. So why are people getting past when Becky and Sasha aren't best friends? It's a battle out there. They all want to be the top women. But see, I get his point because he's saying, "Oh, Triple H and Austin were friends," and then they go
no,
off.
they weren't.
Not, you know what I mean?
Not like them. It's completely different. Triple H, Austin, The Rock, whoever, they didn't all come in together and we're all best friends. We're gonna do this all together. No, that's what the Four Horsewomen WE were. They were all friends in NXT. They were the Four Horsewomen. So that's completely different. Yes, maybe they were friends to an extent, but they weren't best friends. All four of these women are
Well,
best friends. Agree or disagree with that?
well, see, the thing with Austin and Triple H is they kept kayfabe alive. You know, they may have been friends outside of the WWE. I'm sure they shared beers many nights. But once that TV screen or TV light came on, they hated each other. There was no we were friends or nothing like that.
Oh, I'm
With Sasha and Becky, we know they're friends. And it wouldn't be an issue with them feuding with each other and not liking each other if they didn't kept it so non kayfabe on TV. You know what I mean? Where
mm-hmm.
it's kind of hard for us to believe that Sasha literally hates Becky Lynch. Because it is, because we know how close of friends they are.
Yeah.
It's just different. I don't know. I get the point that you're making. The Hunter should pull a petty Vince and bring the Dusty Tag Tournament, says Marion Watson. Oh, because they announced a tag tournament for AEW, which we'll get into on
Yeah.
Saturday night, of course.
They could. It's right around that time to do
They
that.
usually do
You
them
know,
every year, don't they? They did
yeah,
one. They usually,
around this time they usually do the tag tournament. So now
and no
if they
May
do the
Young, yeah,
Dusty,
no May
what?
Young Classic or
It's been a year since it happened. Yeah.
My Word was pissed. They want to be the top guy main eventing, selling the most merchandise. Yeah, I agree with you, Ted. I absolutely 100% agree with you.
Yeah, but there's no. Back then, there was a lot of competitiveness between the guys. They all wanted to be the best. But with this, it's not the same because I remember hearing stories on the Pritchard show of when they did the Rock episode where they said that the Rock or when Triple H would go off script and just nail the Rock with all this stuff, and the Rock would get pissed off about it. He says, "You want to go off the cuff and do whatever you want, go off script. Triple H is down there right now getting his ass chewed out by Vince McMahon for doing it. If you're willing to do that, then go for it. But if you go off script, you're gonna get your ass chewed out
There's
with Vince."
consequences, yeah. Texas Kid for Life is in here. What the fuck? Saying, what's the future of this show on Tuesday nights when SmackDown goes back to Fridays? Well, here's what we are stirring up on the pot over here on Get the Tables. I'm gonna pull out a poll. I'm gonna put out a poll for everyone, hopefully, to vote on. If you guys would like us to do Raw recap shows, basically what we do tonight, we go over Raw, show highlights, and that's it. We would just touch on Raw, maybe get you guys geared up for AEW and NXT the following night. Wednesdays, we will be going live on Wednesdays starting in 2 weeks. October 2nd will be our first night live on Wednesday nights. We'll be moving to Wednesday nights covering AEW and covering NXT as best as we can. Maybe one night we'll cover one over the other. I guess it all depends on what show is better.
Maybe we'll do a poll or just decide which show would be better to watch.
We'll just touch on probably certain things on each show that we feel that are important. Fridays, we will continue our Impact watch parties. We'll not have no SmackDown Live post shows. We're going to keep it just clearly to Impact watch parties. Will we touch on SmackDown? Maybe talk about something if you guys ask us a question in the chat room? Sure. But mostly we're going to keep Friday nights to Impact Wrestling post shows. Hopefully they don't move their Friday night show, because if they're not, then we probably won't have a Friday night show until Saturday. And then Saturday will be our big same show. We'll touch on SmackDown, and we'll go over our rumors and innuendos and all that crap. How can you review both shows airing at the same time? That's why I just said we would touch on stuff that is important. You don't think that we're trying to figure and coordinate stuff out, Texas Kid for Life? Maybe Dave watches one thing and I watch the other. Hello, you dumbass. Salute to you, Texas Kid. You could do 1 week AEW, 1 week NXT. That's a good point. That's a good one. Yeah. So
I think it depends on what matchups we're getting. Like, if we're going to get Shayna Baszler versus Io Shirai for the NXT title versus the main event of AEW's women's title, well, main event probably the first show, I'm picking Shayna Baszler and Io Shirai to watch that match over that one.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be other we're just going to coordinate on things where Dave maybe not see something, but I can talk about it. He can go back and watch it, vice versa. These shows on the same night is going to be a killer to keep up with. Yep. Oh my God,
Welcome
Corey.
to the Attitude Era.
It's going to be tough, man. Thank God for DVRs and recording and stuff like that. Thank you, Alistair.
Subway 100
Tony,
bonus 10.
These people would be losing their mind if they watched the Monday Night Wars back when it was live. We used to flip back and forth.
Yep.
You know, back and have a VCR. I know people don't know what that is, but it was a recording device, and you record one and watch the other.
But if the Impact episode is so bad, it most likely will become a SmackDown review while watching a live train wreck. Hopefully that'll change, Marion Watson. That has happened a lot, as of late. Yes, we're touching on other things while we're watching on Impact. Yeah, that's true.
I can't promise that I won't be mentioning stuff that happened on SmackDown during the first episode, because that's huge, or even the draft. If we're going live after the draft ends, on that, we're definitely going to be touching on SmackDown.
Our buddies Spees and the Benchmark will be doing their SmackDown live post shows. So if you want to go over there and talk with them, that's more than welcome to. And then jump over and watch Impact with us when the show's over. We would love to have you that way. Or if you want to watch, you can watch both shows at the same time on your phone, on your computer. But I love these Impact watch parties. You know, I absolutely love them. They're one of the favorite things that we do on this show. And I don't want to get rid of them, even if SmackDown Live is on Friday nights. Yeah, it's a huge risk to take because we're probably going to take a hit in viewers. That's fine. I still enjoy doing these Impact watch parties. Who watches Impact in 2019, says Texas Kid. Well, according to Access TV does, who just added them to their show network, network. Yeah, well, they had no choice, true. But you know, who doesn't watch? Well, obviously you don't, who is apparently this big, huge Madison Rain fan, right? Anyways, we're going off kilter here. It's funny, me and Dave were talking about NXT versus AEW and how watching something later after it's been spoiled isn't as good. I went on Twitter and got Brock returning spoiled and Mella returning spoiled. I was fucking pissed. I'm done with the internet shit. I'm getting a new TV as soon as possible, says Marion Watts. Yeah, dude. That's why I try to stay off his stuff as much as I can when we have spoiler shit coming out with like NXT and Impact. All right, so we had the main event, Dave. Robert